contend for the championship, even though he has missed 11 races. The Leavine family race team, which fields the number 95 Ford for Michael McDowell, woke up to a fire at its shops in Concord, North Carolina last week. Jeff Taylor has more.
Tiffany, I'm here at the shop for Leavine Family Racing, actually located just across the way from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now, as you mentioned in your lead-in, there was a fire here. It took place early Friday morning while the race team was in Kansas City getting ready for that race. So fortunately, nobody was here.
By the time the fire department arrived, a significant amount of damage had been done, but they were able to control it before any more was done. Now, lost in the fire were 4 race cars, 3 which were backup cars, and 1 that was going to be used on a road course later this year, as well as other supplies the race team uses. The front part of the race shop that houses the team's primary cars sustained no damage except for losing power and water for the weekend. Although it was and still is a tough situation for this one-car team to be in, they know things could have been a lot worse.
The good news is no one was injured, and the building is still standing. Then we're working through the next steps of where we go and what we do from here. But like you said, the good news is no one was injured, and all of our employees are safe, and no one's harmed.
As for how this impacts the rest of their race season, the 95 team says this fire has no impact on the team's competition schedule.
Yeah, we're committed to our partners and our fans that our schedule will not be impacted by this setback. We have a plan in place for the short term, and we're working on long-term solutions. Our goal is to be back in this building after the Charlotte races, getting ready for Sonoma, Daytona, and Kentucky. But as for right now, our schedule will not be impacted at all.
As you just heard, the 95 team hopes that they'll be back in this shop in just a few weeks. But until then, Team Penske lent a helping hand. They gave them some shop space so this team can move forward over the next few weeks. Tiffany?
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Now here's some of the other stories making news this week around NASCAR Nation.
Around NASCAR Nation is brought to you by Z-Max, the one product for your engine, fuel system, and transmission.
JTG Doherty Racing has re-signed A.J. Allmendinger for an additional